Right, guys, how are we doing today? It's second video in the series we're doing of our signature oil painted portraits. We're still in stay-at-home orders here, so every day in the studio is casual Friday, and I'm by myself today. So we're going to move forward. This is not going to be that long of a video. We started last time showing you basically how the painting process works, what it's about. I've got the painting ready to go to canvas. So I wanted to show you a little bit of the painting happening, sort of live with a funny little video. Why we do what we do with this, how we can enhance the original photograph through this painting process, which is what I really love, because the camera is a wonderful tool, but when you can paint light in and paint shadows in and do anything you want, that really brings out the artist in me. So I really, really like that. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you a little video of some of the painting happening, and we'll talk about what's going on as it happens. So let me do this. Okay, so now we are going to go here. And let me run this video. Okay, so, all right. So this is a speeded up video. What you're seeing right now is in the corner, you are seeing some of the, I'm actually darkening the corners. When you saw the original image, it was nice. Photographically, what I would do before I made a fine art print is what's called vignetting. On a painting, we paint that in, and we can do values. And as you see it happening here, I'm picking up different colors, some darker, to darken some of the corners and put more emphasis on Valentina in the center. It's all about drama. The other real reason I do painting is to increase drama. Drama is increased many ways by impact, by color contrast, by color harmony. What we're seeing here, you see me increase some highlights. I'm adding a lighter part of the image right behind her head. Because her hair is dark, I want to see a lighter area behind her. Once again, it draws the eye to her face. So you see the brush strokes happening here. Once again, we're still all digital. This forms what's our underpainting, which is going to be laid into the final canvas. So the digital is ready to be printed now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to contrast the digital image with the original photograph. What you see here is the full-size original photograph. And if you look at the bottom, you see a nice wrinkle in the backdrop. Again, things like this I do take care of in our fine art prints, but with painting, we do it via painting. So I'm going to now switch over to, I'm going to lay over the painting over that image. At this larger size, I'm going to switch back and forth. It doesn't look that different until we zoom in. So I'm going to first zoom into her face, because that's the most important part, right? That's where it's what it's all about. So that's the original photograph. I like it. It was a beautiful photograph. But now it's painted. So we can come in and you can see much more of the brush strokes, emphasis on the lines, and making features imperfect. I can't emphasize this enough. One of the reasons we do this is for imperfection. So as you see, I'll contrast it back and forth. We've got the original and the painting. Much more abstract. In the digital, the brush strokes tend to look soft. In the painting, when I add the actual texture of the paint, that won't be the case. The paint will actually stand up on the image, and it will when the light hits the contrasted paint, you see a lot of texture and things that are just really pretty, especially things like this flower. When the actual portrait is painted, see, the flower doesn't look very different now. That's one of the reasons, one of the areas that I'm going to hit really hard with the actual oil paint to put some real texture in there. So again, all the areas that are not face, you see are very impressionistic, very rough, and they're not finished. The final step is the brush strokes with the oil paint. You can see the area we were lightening here. I've blended it in a little bit more. Let's back it out. So that is our finished work. That's ready now to go to, ready to be put on canvas. That's going to be my next video. We'll show you the going to the canvas process. That's when it starts to get fun for me because it becomes physical. I love digital photography. Number one, because I know I have the image when I leave a session. That's the number one thing today from the film days is digital gives me that. But digital gives me nothing else. It's not tangible. It's not organic. I'm so happy to be moving into the painting process for the ultimate organic painting, or excuse me, portrait. So that's all I've got today. I'm going to be doing video number 3 at some point, depending on what I'm allowed to do around the studio and all that kind of things. You guys take care of yourselves and be well. We'll see you soon.